Hello and welcome to Math 110 Online. This is the first video. You'll probably find this video right here under Getting Started. Actually, probably just drag that up above. There we go. It'll be this Watch This First video. Of course, you've already clicked it. So, the faculty welcome video is there. Instructor information is here. Actually, this needs edited because this is really wrong. Actually, let's just turn that instructor information off because it's on the syllabus and all of that information is wrong. So there it goes. There is an Ask David link. So if you have non-homework questions about how something works, you can use that, or you can just email me. If you have some kind of personal thing, you should just email me and not post it there. The link to the textbook is here. The entire book. You can even get a printed copy. We only use 3 of the chapters out of the book, so I don't know if I would buy it, but it's up to you. The syllabus quiz. And then, actually, this is the syllabus quiz questions and answers. I'll put that down here below. These are things people asked about and answered last time. So I put them here. I'm going to keep this going, but you might want to check this out. Some of them related to the semester they were in, but there's the syllabus is right here. If you click this, you can see when everything is due. Our class ends October 9th. So you can see the things we have due: Tuesday, Unit Plan 1, then Sunday, these introduction posts, Sunday, the next week, there's more stuff, right? It just kind of continues on and on. So here's the thing. Everything has a 2-day grace period on it. So some of these things have that built in. So everything is due on Sundays. But if it's in my open math, like these exercises on graph theory, I have gone ahead and changed the due date to the Tuesday. So they're really due Sunday, but I've built in the 2 days into that. And then everything that's on Canvas, it says it's due Sunday, and it is. But you get 2 free days before I start grading and checking them out, so I won't look at them until after Tuesday. But all of this stuff is really due, in my head, August 30th, but all of it you have until September 1st to do, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's look at the syllabus. All right. You can see David Miller, that's me. There's my email. There, my office hours are here. That Zoom link. You can see the times. And then if you're going to join the office hours, if you text that number, I'll make sure that I'm looking at it, because sometimes I wander off or something if nobody's on, and then so if you use that, that's not my actual phone number, but that is a number that will get to me through an app. So there's that. You should read this stuff: instructor support, basic needs. Those are probably the 2 most important things in the syllabus. You don't need anything other than a computer, internet access, and the free book that's provided. That's there. I lost my syllabus. Where did it go? We gotta go back. There we go. So we're going to start with graph theory, then stats, then finance. We have a final project. You can see the grades go into homework, skills quizzes, discussion, written assignments, and the project. The grading scale. So I round up 89.5 and up is an A, etc. So the homework is all in My Open Math. You just click the links on Canvas. There's no sign up for that. It's totally free. There's a skills quiz also there for each unit. There's discussion topics, not every week, but most of the weeks. There are written assignments in each unit. And then there's a project that has a part for each unit. Rough drafts of those have due dates, and then all of it is due at the end. Big thing about that, if you turn in a part for the rough draft due date, and then I make some suggestions, ask you to change things, if you do that and resubmit, then you can get everything fixed by the final due date. So the fact that the project is a big chunk of your grade and it's something you get to work on and correct works out pretty well for most people. So here's the big deal. Everything has 2-day, no questions asked grace period. Note that means everything can be done by Tuesday with no questions asked, except that the very end, the class ends October 9th. Everything has to be done by then. But in a normal week, everything's supposed to be due Sunday. You have until Tuesday. After that's passed, if you didn't get it done by Tuesday and you have some reason, that's when you want to email me and we'll talk. There are not any live Zoom sessions on this. This doesn't need to be in this syllabus. Occasionally, I might have a live office hour or something just for you guys. That wouldn't be required either. And then everything else in here, you can just kind of check out as you go. All right, so let's go back and talk about the first week. So note the project instructions are here. And, oh, I've got to update some due dates. Okay, so this is going to be due Friday, October 9th. There's different due dates for the different parts before then. There's a part for graph theory, a part for stats, a part for finance, and a presentation, and then some questions. And then everything that you do gets posted to this discussion board, the project repository. There's one of these. Every person is in a group all by themselves, and you can post files in there, links to Google Docs, whatever you need. And you just update everything in there, and that's where I grade everything. So every time you do a part for the project, you put it in the project repository. Okay, we'll talk more about the individual project parts as we go, but let's go ahead and look at Unit 1. We have graph theory, and you can see the reading, the videos. There's theory videos and example videos. There's a place to ask questions. For the first week, you have a unit plan. I'll be very lenient on this due date here, but I'd like you to get started and look at it. Basically, this is asking you to look at the work that's due and kind of lay out when you're going to do it during this unit. An introduction post, just asking some basic questions. I'll post my reply in there at some point too. And then you have your exercises and skills quizzes for graph theory and the written assignment. And you can see those are due, again, the Sunday, but extended to the Tuesday, September 1st. Then we have our project down there and a written assignment. So let's look at each one of these things. So exercises on graph theory. You can see what this looks like. Oh, it doesn't look right on mine. It looks right on yours. But there's 20 questions in there. And then I believe the skills quiz, so on those you can keep redoing the questions. The skills quiz is different because you have a 1.5 hour time limit and you don't get to redo it. So that's the main difference between those things. The written assignment, you can see that here. For as part of this, you have a file to upload. There's a link right here where you can choose the file and upload it. So you might make a graph. You could either do a photo, or there's other ways you can do it. People did some neat things last time. And then project part 1, graph theory. This will make more sense once you actually know what graph theory is. But what you're going to do basically is plan a trip. There's a really neat website. Unfortunately, this is a terrible year to plan a trip, but let's pretend. You're going to use a couple websites, this one to help you pick parks in the United States. Altogether, your 4 parks that you pick have to have 30 roller coasters combined. So like one could have 7, one 8, one 10, and one 5. They could have more, but not less. They have to be in the US or Canada, and don't include Disney or Universal parks because it's hard to get data about them. Very first step, email me your 4 parks before you do any more, because people usually mess up one of these things. And I don't want you to do a lot of work that doesn't work. Then you're going to basically copy this diagram and find all the distances between Blackhawk College and Cedar Point, Blackhawk College and Holiday World, Cedar Point and Holiday World, etc. Fill this out. And then you're going to use some algorithms that you're going to learn about in this chapter to find the best route to visit all of these parks. Once you've done that, you're going to make a itinerary, deciding like how long it's going to take to make this trip, where you're going to need to stay, time at the different parks, etc. Okay, I think that is going to be it for this first video.